All right. Well, welcome everybody. Appreciate y'all coming. It's a rare thing to get old Bruce on that computer. Anyway, so our idea of a concert is about pretty similar to my idea of a concert, which is
sort of like we're in the living room playing.
Yeah, kind of like we're in the living room. We just show up and just play what we feel like, and one thing will lead to the next. And
well, I did have a little script here, actually.
oh yeah. Wait a minute, where's the little clicker? So, and I would ask if one of my regular people that comes often to my online things. After we play the first song, maybe somebody could say if the sound is balanced or whatever, how it sounds. Malcolm, you might be a candidate, or Danny or Linda or somebody who's might be watching. Okay, so let's just get to playing music. Enough of this chatter. And again, we're doing this as a benefit for Troublesome Creek, and hopefully by now everybody has at least checked out their webpage and seen their mission statement, and it's just such a worthwhile thing that they do. And it was a hard choice because there's so many. We could have just did a benefit concert to benefit all the Eastern Kentucky flood victims, but we don't know how much money we would generate for something like this. Certainly more than we could both afford by ourselves. Yeah. So we appreciate anything anybody gives.
And if it works out, we might do another one for some other.
We might do something for someone else. So, of course, we have no idea how much people gave because of the concert, because we just said give the money to them. We don't care. Really, we never thought of that. So, anyway. But anyway, we'll play music. We'll have fun. Hopefully everybody will be generous as you can. Don't hurt yourself, but give what you can. And
well said.
Yeah, we'll just play we'll play what we play.
Okay.
So, all right, old Bruce.
You ready to go?
Yep.
So we'll start out with old Joe Clark, an old favorite, right?
Right, and mostly we're going to be playing music from Kentucky tonight.
Yeah, a lot of tunes from down in that area around Hindman, where the Troublesome Creek place is. From fiddlers that we've known or knew that people that played around in there, Knott County and Letcher County and maybe over in Perry County, and McGoffin County, Pike County. But these are all tunes that were played in that part of the country for generations.
Yep.
This is pretty fun. I don't have to look over at Don at all. I just look at the screen and I can watch him.
Well,
keep an eye on him.
Yep, that's true. That's different, isn't it? Yeah.
Old Joe Clark.
Well, and let me mention this. I'm playing this little dulcimer that was made at Troublesome Creek Instruments. This is one of the Uncle Ed Thomas dulcimers. It's a replica of Uncle Ed. The difference is that the frets go all the way across on these new ones, or you can get a historic model where they use the old staples like they used to do back in this. Well, the other difference is those tuners are pretty slick. The old wooden friction tuners worked very well, you know, the ones that Uncle Ed had. But these are geared. These are like these fancy kind of geared modern tuners that were stuck on here.
But you'd never know it.
But you'd never know. They look authentic.
Yeah.
But they sure save a lot of trouble in the damp weather.
What do you think about Pretty Betty Martin?
All right.
Tiptoe, tiptoe.
Okay, now let's mention though, this one's right from Hindman.
Yep, this is a Knott County tune.
Yeah, and this one, a lot of the dulcimer players would be familiar with the version from Jean Ritchie.
Right.
She did kind of a play party version where she sang and there was a little dance that went with it. But this is a version from Hiram Stamper.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoops, where'd we go?
Yeah, it's okay.
I met Hiram Stamper back about 1975 over there in Knott County, and he was one of the last of the real old fiddlers that played in that part of Kentucky. So it's one of his tunes, Pretty Betty Martin, Tiptoe, Tiptoe.
Yeah. So now somebody's not muted, and if you could mute yourself, that would be a good thing, because we're hearing what you're doing while we're playing. But I can't see who it is because I didn't have my glasses. Okay. Yep, you're muted now. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, make sure that you're muted. You should be muted as you come in, but if you touch that little button, you'll get unmuted, and then you kind of show up on the screen, and we can hear you if stuff's going on. But now, for most of the people that usually when I'm in this setting, usually I'm alone, and usually people are playing along. And so I would say at home, see if we can't hear each other, play along if you're so inclined. Although tonight we're playing tunes kind of up to speed. I ain't slowing them down for the classes and such. So
we'll play some of them slower.
Yeah, some slower, but we're just getting warmed up here.
Well,
what you got there, Bruce? I mean,
let's play. We're for you fiddlers, we're tuned over in G D G D. but we're playing tunes that are normally thought of as A tunes. So you probably all knew that anyhow. But
Right. Well, and for the dulcimers, we do. These are the tunes where that 8.5 fret comes in handy a lot of times, or else you have to get down into, like we would play these either. If you don't have the 8.5 fret, these are tunes we would usually use the EAA tuning, because we'd have that note on the 6th fret in a Mixolydian scale. So anyway,
I knew that.
Yeah.
What do you see?
There's a 1.
Whoop.
I couldn't read that fast. Okay. Is it sound good? Does the sound okay? Is everybody good with that? Malcolm,
Sounds
you got-
great.
Sounds good.
Sounds great.
Thanks,
And,
Becky.
and also it said that there's 100 limit and you reach that 100 limit. Somebody said there's some people trying to get in.
There's a 100 limit. I wonder, there shouldn't be.
Oh no.
I don't know. That's just what it said.
If you have just a regular personal Zoom account, there is a 100-person limit on a thing.
Sure that I paid for
5-minute
a
limit.
personal account, but I'm not good at this stuff. Well, I hate that. I wonder if we is there any way to talk to those people that can't get in? Because I want to let them know we're recording this, and we'll put it up on the YouTube. But the thing is that I really thought that I had like more of a limit. I didn't think, I guess maybe I thought, I don't know, I thought there was
There's
more.
a little thing that says participants. Oh, that's telling you how many are watching.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah.
Don, if you have just a basic account, it limits you to 100. If you're paying a bit more premium price to Zoom, you get a higher limit.
Oh, so I just had, I had like a regular, but it's a professional regular.
Right.
Yeah.
You can have up to 1,000. I've been to those kind of situations, but it's a premium you pay for.
Well, see, I just never would think to have 100 people at onse.
You just have to have more concerts. You just have to continue to do it.
All right, we'll do that. Hey, Linda, you know this computer stuff. Could you put a message somewhere to let people know that this is a bummer, like on?
Yeah, actually, I just put it on your Patreon page, but I'll put it on Facebook as well.
Thank you. That would be the other one that I know of, and maybe share it to Bruce's Facebook too, if you don't care.
Okay, will do.
Thank you so much. Okay, well, we'll continue on. What a bummer!
Yeah.
This is
no
the
idea.
limitation of us old school, people. I mean.
Oh, they should also let them know that it is being recorded, so they won't miss it. They can go back and see it.
Absolutely. So that's why we're recording.
Yeah.
And
I
so-
told the people I know who know you that it's being recorded.
Thank you so much.
Well, we
Hey,
just have to
Sylvie.
do a second volume or something. And
Yeah, we'll do another volume. I'll go back, and if we're going to do these kind of things, I'll see what that next level is, so we can. I didn't realize we'd have more than 100 people. Well, I'm glad, but I hate that people can't get in. Well, let's make it a good concert.
Yeah, we better. Well, that's a shame, but
It is a shame. Gosh.
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
we'll make it work. Starting now, and we'll keep going at it.
Okay.
Let's play the Baby-O.
All right.
This is one we used to play with Lee Sexton over in Letcher County all the time, and he really liked to play this one with us. And I wish Johnny Sexton was here to play it with us.
I know.
All four of us used to play that all the time. If you're out there, Johnny.
Yeah. And, well, you probably know this, but Opal moved in with Johnny.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Anyway, we were so glad to hear about that. That's just so good. I'll catch you up after
Okay.
a while. Okay.
Here we go. The Baby-O. baby-o.
I always like a song with a cheap trick too.
Yeah.
Has that little.
Used to be an old fellow over farther west in Kentucky that would do shows in the local schoolhouses, and one of his tricks was he'd rosin a yardstick and play a fiddle with a yardstick. That was a good trick. I might try that one.
That is a good trick. Oh boy.
Well, let's see. You got any big thing in mind, Don?
No, you always pick such good ones. I'm just going with the flow.
Well, then I guess we better play the hog-eyed man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you need to tune for that?
No, that's all right. I can play it in this tuning. Yeah. I usually play it in a different tuning.
Well, this is another tune. This version comes out of Knott County. When I used to run around Knott County, there wasn't any Troublesome Creek business yet, but that was a long time ago.
Oh.
There wasn't anything.
Well, there wasn't that I'm not sure how long that they've been in business.
Yeah, well, this was.
Yeah, but you were back in the 70s.
This was almost 50 years ago. So.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah.
Okay, the hog-eyed man. This is one of our favorites that we like to play.
The old hog-eyed man.
Old Hiram used to sing, how you getting along with your hog-eye, how you getting along with your hog-eyed man? Sally in the garden sifting sand, Suki upstairs with the hog-eyed man.
Oh boy.
Let's see here now.
That was one, speaking of Hindman, that was one that was, I believe that Hiram got that from Shade Sloan.
Yes, he did, that's right.
Because Ray Sloan, who was Shade's great grandson or something, came up to me. We were up at the settlement school that year. He came up to me the next year and we sat down until he learned that too.
Ah, very good.
You know, he was so,
yeah.
excited to get a tune that he didn't know
Yeah.
from his.
Yeah.
But that was great. Then he showed me that Jake leg.
Oh, yeah.
Little tune. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, Hiram would always say, fiddle or shade.
Yeah.
We brought it back from the Civil War.
Yeah.
And his name was Shadrach.
Yeah.
They call him Shade.
Yeah, boy. Anyway, well, I always like when you get it connected like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because Ray was such a big proponent and a big supporter
Yeah.
of traditional music in Knott County.
Yeah, sure enough. Let's play one came from over in Bell County. I haven't heard much about the flooding and damage over in Bell, but I'm sure they had a time of it. And we'll play one from an old fiddler, Ethel Bingham, from over there. Ethel was born in 1899, I believe. And spent a lot of years out west in Oregon, came back in his later years to Pineville, and learned a lot of really, really good tunes from him.
Oh.
This one's a Boatin' Up Sandy that we...
Okay, go ahead.
You'll know it when you hear it.
Okay.
Whoops. I thought you were giving me a look.
No, I was just going, yeah, that's a fun one.
That's a fun one, yep.
I remember we used to play that years ago. Just
Mhm.
I just didn't think of it lately. And there's a bunch of Boatin' Up Sandys.
Oh yeah, all kinds of them. And Hiram Stamper used to say that Sally Gooden was originally known as Boatin' Up Sandy.
Huh.
And when I guess it was Morgan soldiers were camped up along the Sandy River back in the Civil War, and there was a woman ran a boarding house named Sally Gooden,
Oh yeah.
and they renamed that tune after her.
Ah.
Is what that story he's had to say about it.
Well, every story is a story. Yeah. Well,
Have we played Whitesburg?
go on.
Oh, gotta play Whitesburg, because Whitesburg, well, they sure had a time.
Oh,
with it.
they sure did. Yeah, I think I don't know about Whitesburg. I know we've played Waynesboro. That's a different place. But
Yeah.
Whitesburg, go on. If I can't catch it, I'll let you play it.
Okay. So them as you don't know, Whitesburg is in Letcher County, Kentucky, and that's where Apple Shop is, and a lot of good Appalachian region work gets done over there.
Oh, yeah.
You knew it, sure enough.
Yeah, well, I did now. Don't ask me about it in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh boy, well, that's...
Yeah, let's see. Well, I can think of all kinds of tunes in this tuning.
I know, it's like, it's hard to get out of this tuning once you get in it.
We'll
It's,
probably want to eventually do a couple in A or G or something. Maybe.
yeah,
But,
sure.
You want to do one yourself? Something?
Oh, well, there's a couple that I thought might be relevant to this. There was a little song that I learned. I have to get in a different tune. It's one string though. I might try this one just because I learned it. Yeah, this is one that I learned at the Luthery over in when it was at the Artisan Center over in Hindman, when they were building the had the School of Luthery over there, and I might have been either during the first Hindman dulcimer homecoming, or else during one of the family folk weeks at the settlement school at Hindman. But I was over at the shop there, and George Gibson come in, and George is a big collector of dulcimers and banjos and such, and of banjo styles of Eastern Kentucky especially. And we were sitting in there, and I remember because Mike Sloan was still living, and he was a big part of that, the school there. Him along with Doug Naselrode were the ones that were kind of heading it up and started that homecoming. I guess that Mike was learning from Doug how to build instruments, and then they kind of got this thing going. And but I remember Mike was kind of excited. He was happy because I learned a tune from George right in their shop, and so Mike was a good guy. So anyway, so I'll do this little song. It's and this is one that George Gibson said that he lives up in Big Doubles. And he had some kind of trouble at his place too. Those creeks,
imagine, yeah.
Those creeks come together right below his place.
Big creek there.
And I think I talked to him on the phone just recently in the email, and he said that one of the cabins that Uncle Ed Thomas built, Uncle Ed Thomas built a couple of cabins on the land, that his family land, and one of the cabins, I think I know which one, got a lot of damage from the flooding. And but anyway, George collects these stories and stuff too, and he said that he found out that this woman played one of the original Uncle Ed Thomas dulcimers, and so she was long passed away, but he got in touch with her daughter, who was elderly at the time, and he called her up, and she said, yeah, her mom played it. And I always liked it was kind of an interesting story. She said, yeah, the father would go away to work in the mines, and while he was away, the mother would take out her dulcimer and play it, and the girls would all dance. And whenever he'd come back from the mine, they'd go off for a couple of days at a time, 3 or 4 days on different weeks. She'd bury it under the quilts in a old chest. And never play. I don't know what was going on for that reason, but that's what I remember about it. And he asked that woman, he said, well, what was your mom's favorite song? And George said, that woman did not hesitate one bit. She said, the Black Bottom Blues.
Yeah.
And so, I know, that's what I said. So, but my classes like this one, so I'll do a little of it. So, well, let me put it this way. I can play pretty quick, but I was having trouble keeping up with the speed George played this at, and I like it a little more low beat, so I just say. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them black bottom blues. when you go down in Black Bottom just to have a little fun. Have these $15 ready when that policeman makes his run. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Black Bottom blues.
Very nice.
Well, it's one. George really, you know how they do in Kentucky, like on a ballad or on some of these songs, they're just going to miles an hour, you know, on a banjo.
They'll do the banjo twice as fast as the song.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I could hardly keep up.
It's a banjo thing.
It's a banjo thing. Yeah. Well, the words were more at that speed, but the banjo playing was a lot quicker. All right. Well, so what do you?
Ah, well.
You know, why you got that fiddle that way? I mean, it's up to you, but it's hard to get out of that tuning.
I know.
Yeah.
There's always one more.
I know. There's so
Did
many.
you have something in mind?
Well, any of them. I mean, are you in like? I don't know any of the old ones. I'm trying to think of like with Lee, we did what? Hello, John D.
Yeah, we did that.
And
And there's always the horse and buggy-o.
oh, let's do horse and buggy.
Want to do that?
Yeah, we're kind of, well, I guess this, you know, we're kind of thinking about Hindman. So we're doing a lot of Hiram Stamper songs.
Yeah, we are.
And rightly so.
If we ever get in standard fiddle tuning, I might do one that Hiram's cousin, Norman Stamper, played for
Really?
me. Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you want to do any alone, I'd love to hear that.
I'll do that one some point.
Okay, well, let's do these while we're in this tune. then.
Yeah. Horse and buggy-o. Play that all night.
I know, I often tell people at my jam sessions on Wednesdays. That's a 2-hour porch tune. Yep, easily sit and play that one for 2 hours.
Let's do Hello John D quick and then
Then get
switch
retuned.
into another key.
Okay, yeah.
And I think you wanted to do another song somewhere along the way too.
Oh, we can. Yeah, I mean, it's so much fun to play. I just figure it breaks
Well,
up. You must know some songs. You didn't bring a banjo. Maybe
Nah,
next time you can bring a banjo. We're mostly doing fiddle tunes tonight, just because that's what we.
Yeah. We don't have to quit at the stroke of 10, do we?
No. We can.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. If we go past 10, people have to make more donations.
You're a businessman there.
Let's see. Hello, John D. This is one we love to play with Lee Sexton as well.
Oh, gosh.
We really miss old Lee.
Sure do.
Really miss getting to play with Johnny, the four of us, as I was
Oh,
saying.
that was always so much fun. Yeah.
Johnny would say, "Oh, I like the way you drag that bow."
Yeah.
Hello, John D. Let's see. As soon as I think of it.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I remember the name. You
Okay,
remember
I
the
got
tune.
Find out who John D was.
No.
I wonder if Lee knew.
No, maybe old Ron Penn might know.
Yeah.
He went and asked him a bunch of stuff.
He's a scholarly fellow.
Yeah, he might know.
Okay, well, I'm going to get into the standard tuning.
Okay.
And
yeah, that's the thing about the that old style of fiddle. There's a number of different tunings, aren't there?
oh, there's a lot, yeah.
You know, nowadays, this is what happens. Nowadays, people can get all the notes to these songs by being in standard fiddle tuning, but the feel ain't quite the same.
Well, I know about a half a dozen tunings, but some of these fiddlers know way more than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Little tuner thingers misbehaving all over the place.
Uh-oh.
It's when someone said just use the ear tuner.
Yeah.
Shall I go ahead and play that?
Yeah, sure, that'd be great.
So yeah, Harm Stamper had a cousin, Norman Stamper, lived over in a little place called Mousy over there in Knott County. But he mostly in his later years lived in Louisville. He was a chiropractor. But he'd come over to, on weekends, you know, and he'd come visit Harm and Martha. And one time I was there and he arrived and played a few tunes. And I learned this version of Billy in the Low Ground off of him. And he learned a lot from Bev Baker, who was recorded by Alan Lomax for the Library of Congress.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can get started here. Something like that.
Very nice, yeah. Very fiddly.
Fiddly, yes. Yeah, Norman could play a lot of notes.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Where are you tuned for?
I'm in either G or D, whatever suits you.
Well, you want to get in D for a little while? Just
Sure.
Somebody's saying something, but I can't never see it. But can you read
I
it?
can't.
It's too
Norman
big.
was originally from Mousy.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah. Then said something else.
Yeah, well, maybe we. I don't know. I know. I don't get them chats very good.
Hmm.
They might hang around long enough after we're done that we can look at them. I don't know. Them chats, you know.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I'm getting D.
D, yeah.
All right. That'll just make things a little different sounding. All righty.
Okay. Well, might as well play The Rose in the Mountain.
Oh, let's do it. So my wife's over in jolly old England for a week. She's over visiting her daughter who just had a baby over there. And but Bruce played this at our wedding, and we tend to call Gene our Rose in the Mountain. At least Lloyd does, and I ain't denying it. So.
And this comes from over in McGoffin County, Salyersville. Jonathan playing John Salyer.
Oh, a lovely tune.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, sure you don't want to do another one yourself.
nah, I don't know. I mean, I'm having too much fun just playing. And the only thing I think of is maybe I should do that little, that one, because I think when I think of Troublesome Creek and Hindman, I think a lot about Gene Ritchie, who had so much to do with the settlement school over there, and again also about her son John, who was a fine fellow, and well, we played a bunch together. But we used to always do this song. When Gene passed away, John passed away a year or two ago. Don't listen to me on time. I don't ever know how long something is. I'll say something happened a couple of years ago, and my wife will say, "Oh yeah, that was 8 years ago." But anyway, so I don't know. It's all,
What is time? Anyway?
yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but anyway, so John and I would, when they had a tribute for Gene over at Kentucky Music Week over at Bardstown, and so all these people that knew Gene were up and doing a song in tribute, and everybody, appropriately so, I guess, was doing all of the sweet, beautiful old songs, you know. And John and I I used to visit her a lot, especially in her when she moved back to Berea, and John was often there, and we'd always do this song. So we did this at her tribute, and so I'm gonna do it here. It's just a silly song that Jean told me. She said, I always told her I liked this because it was her first album I heard of her. I met her back in 1970. And this album was an influence on me, and I said, and I'd always play it when I was over there. And she said, "Well, I used to do that song because it aggravated my uncle." I don't know why or which uncle, but I just always thought that was a good thing. But anyway, John and I would always do this one, the Shoemaker song, this little song. And let me say one more thing about Jean. When she was getting on in years, I was over there visiting one time, and she looked up at me and she said, she's in a wheelchair, she had took a stroke. She said, "Do you think anybody knows who I am?" And I said, "Jean, I think a few people might."
Yep, she's fairly legendary.
You think? Anyway. All right, well, I'm going to try this little song then. I'm a shoemaker by my trade, working stormy weather. I can make 10 pair a day from a side and a half of leather. Oh, all the dog, the diddle I fall, all the dogs sing rowdy-o, all the dog, the diddle I fall, forward, back, and howdy-o. Now I've lost my shoemaker's wax, where do you reckon I'll find it? If it ain't right in front of me, I'll bet you $5 I'm behind it. Fall, all the diddle I fall, all the dogs sing rowdy-o, all the dogs the diddle I fall, forward, back, and howdy-o. My old woman is a good old woman, that'll tell you all a riddle. Her tongue is loosened at both ends, it's tied up in the middle. Oh, all the dog, the diddle I fall, all the dogs sing rowdy-o, all the dog, the diddle I fall, forward, back, and howdy-o. Now, woman, if you don't hold your tongue, you're scolding and you're beating. I'll tan your hide to make my shoes, I'll wear you out to meeting. Oh, all the dog, the diddle I fall, all the dogs sing rowdy-o, all the dog, the diddle I fall, forward, back, and howdy-o. I love them silly little songs.
I haven't heard that in 100 years.
I know. Well, and it was a lot better with John. I'll tell you. He could do the harmonies, and he played just like Gene. He could play just them parts. Them little, oh, it was just so fun. Anyway, all these people from over there. The only good thing about them all being gone is they didn't have to see that flood. I mean, that was pretty devastating. I don't know if y'all hadn't seen that. Look it up on that internet. You can just really. It's amazing what water can do. Yeah. Well, Bruce, we should play a few more, and I think I don't know how long that we can record this kind of a thing. And them chats come up, but I can't see it. It's just a blur to me.
Yeah. Well, we could addle around trying to figure some things out, so we could play a little bit.
We can play a few more, yeah. Well, I think what we might have to do is get you back over here and do something else. And
yeah, we probably better.
I'm gonna try to either up my ante on the amount of people or something.
Yeah.
I might be able to.
Yeah, I hate that we didn't realize that.
I know. I thought I had done that, but I guess I didn't.
Well, we're just the wrong generation.
Well, on the other hand, I know it. We are. We need young people here.
Let's do Don Salyer's Waltz.
Oh, we're not tuned for it.
I am now. Are you?
Yeah, I'm tuned for it. I was just channeling Lloyd.
Oh yeah. Hi Lloyd. I hope you're there.
Yeah.
John Salyer's sons, Glenn and Grover, said this was the only waltz that he ever played, that they ever knew about. Sounds a little bit Swedish almost.
Yeah, it does, yeah. But one of my favorites.
Well, what do you think? One more or,
yeah.
or 7 or 8 more?
Well, let's let's do two more.
Okay.
And then I mean, the trouble is we could go on with tunes just from this region for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, we'll have to try to do this again.
it'd be great to do another one.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do that. So was there any ones that you wanted to do that we hadn't got to? Or
Oh, let's see now.
either D or G be the easiest.
Seems like we ought to play something in G.
Sure.
It's usually our go-to key until we get to cross A.
I know.
Gotta change this tuning again though, quick.
Okay.
It'll take me a second.
Well, we're going to both tune. Okay, I win. All right.
Okay. I'd like to do the old folks played and the young people dance.
Well, that one always makes me cry, but let's just do it anyway.
This is another old Letcher County tune from way up at the head of Line Fork up the old fellow man in Campbell.
Ah.
There's all kinds of Campbells up in there that played fiddle and banjo, and it's one of my favorites, Mr. Campbell's. What happened?
Oh, that's somebody's unmuted, so make sure you...
I think it's Kelly's iPad that's unmuted.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm sorry.
Okay. Thanks. I don't know how you can tell. I can't see that far. It's just little tiny letters.
Cyber world, I swear.
Okay. No, I meant to do that.
Okay, guys, I just got a message from one of our dulcimer friends that I'll talk to you about later, Don, but
Okay.
he's offered to host your next one. He's got a 500-person license.
Great.
And it's somebody that you know, so we'll talk.
Okay, thank you, Linda.
Okay.
Appreciate you. All right.
Okay,
I think.
we'll finish up here with one more.
Yeah, I mean, I got nowhere to go, Bruce. But I mean,
I don't have
you
to.
have a drive.
No, I'm okay.
You sure? Yeah. Well, do another one. We'll be done tonight, and we'll do we'll get on that bigger format after a while, maybe.
I'm not in any hurry now. I just
All
thought
right.
maybe it was time, but
Yeah.
if not, that's all right too.
Well, that's okay. Let's go another. Do a few more.
Okay.
Be all right. If y'all can stand it, we can. I mean, we could sit here all night. This is what we would do anyway, is just sit here and play. So,
Well, maybe we should branch out a little bit to a little farther on out into Kentucky or even North Carolina. And see if you have any big ideas.
oh, branching out?
Yeah, branching out. Like Stranger on a Mule, perhaps?
Well, that's a good one. Now, that's what? Western Kentucky.
Yeah, kind of central.
Central? That's a little different kind of tune. What about that old Sundown?
Oh, Sundown.
We could do that for an ending tune.
Yeah,
It's such a lovely...
that's a winder downer tune, isn't
It
it?
really is. That'd be... I'm trying to learn it, so...
Okay, we'll save that for...
So yeah, do Stranger on a Mule, then we'll do something else, and then we'll do that. That sounds like I'm always surprised that my fingers remember that one because it's so long since I've played it.
It runs around quite a bit on the dulcimer.
Yeah, but actually the notier tunes are easier to play.
Yeah?
I mean, once you reach a certain level of proficiency, the mistakes don't last as long. You can flip right over.
Oh, that's an interesting philosophy.
Well, it takes a lot of years.
Yeah. Sounds very spiritual.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. I was thinking about the Last of Harris. Is that in G?
Yeah.
Wonder how it goes.
Uh,
Oh, I know.
yeah, I got it.
Brisk.
That's brisk, a brisk little number.
Yeah, that's a hoedown tune. Oh,
All right.
we should do something a little slower after that,
Yeah,
if we still have time for something.
yeah, whatever you want to do.
Let's do Old Aunt Jenny with her nightcap on, kind of leisurely.
A stately version.
Yes, a stately version.
And then, yeah, we'll do that one. All right, Old Aunt Jenny, and then we'll do Sundown. That'll
Okay.
kind of mellow
we'll
us.
ease our way out of
Ease
here.
our way out of here, and we'll make plans for another round.
Let's see.
If you can stand this. There's almost an endless supply of these fiddle tunes, so.
Yeah, do something else, you guys.
Yeah, I know.
I'll bring the banjo next time.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, whatever.
Let's see, Old Aunt Jenny with her nightcap on. This comes out of Bell County from Old Estill Bend.
Another Estelbane.
How does it go? Fine. So,
All right. Well,
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 I had a
anyway.
good time. I hope you all did.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we always have fun playing together, and I hope everybody else did, and I sure appreciate everybody coming. And if you haven't donated, please do something for Troublesome Creek. They could use the help, and they're just great folks.
It's a wonderful cause, and
It's a really good
getting them
thing.
back on their feet would be a really good thing.
Yeah, I mean they should be inspirational for other places around the country. Anyway, thank you all so much. So we'll play one more tune, and then we're gonna make that little thing go away. All right. So where's this one from, Bruce?
This comes from actually over in Barron County, Kentucky, from a fellow named Sammy Walker, and I guess he would have been in Monroe County. But that's kind of what they call the edge of the Appalachian region.
Okay.
It's where a lot of these old fiddlers like Jim Bowles and Pat Kingery and Milo Biggers, a whole bunch of really good old fiddlers came from over
Oh
there.
yeah.
Sundown comes from a fellow named Sammy Walker. As soon as I think of it. Oh dear.
Oh yeah, that's good. Man.
Here we go. Oh boy. What a way to end, huh?
Again, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming, and sorry that for those people that couldn't make it this time, but hopefully you'll catch us on the recording.
We'll try to make it up for the next time around.
That's right. Okay, thanks
Okay.
again, everybody.